I have a theory. And friends, it's not a good one. Most adult friendships have an expiration date of 5 years. Past 35, it's hard, but not impossible, to make new friends. At 40 plus, the friends you have, if any, are the ones you'll have for life. This fall, I'll be 40, and I have approximately one close friend. Hi, I'm Johanna Walsh. For the tired, truthful, and trying, this is Called Anyway. Luke 19:10. For the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. People are usually shocked at my lack of friendships, and I'm not shy about admitting it. To me, it's just a simple fact. I have people at work that I talk to. At work. Some of them I even hang out with occasionally outside of work. I think they're amazing, intelligent, kind people. Yet, there's always been a part of me that can't fully connect. Because close friendships require a kind of trust and honesty I've never been very good at. And it's hard to build trust when I don't feel safe sharing my faith. And once you start talking honestly about faith, especially at work, you risk sounding ridiculous. So I keep everyone at arm's length. What are you reading these days, Johanna? Not a lot. Instead of the honest response, I'm rereading the Left Behind series I started in high school. Because evading is so much easier than explaining. When everyone's talking about Bridgerton, I never mention the fact that I also just finished The Chosen. And avoiding some shows and fast-forwarding scenes because they're, quote, too sexy makes me seem silly and uncool. So I remain superficial, cordial, funny, easy, complaining. To build conversation, but not close friendships. And definitely not disciples. At church, I linger at the edges, ready to bolt after service, intimidated by real Christian fellowship after so many failed attempts before. Because I'm scared I'll say the wrong thing about Jesus. Because I don't know enough about the Bible to answer hard questions. Because when you work with really smart people, it hurts if they think you're dumb. So work and faith don't blend. Or they didn't before my one friend, Jen. The first time I met her, she volunteered to take me to lunch. It was a teacher workday, and I was transferring to a new school. Her school. In her fancy, swanky Porsche, she asked if I had any kids. At the time, I didn't. Her response, I would have kids, but I can't get over being too afraid to give birth. Doesn't that scare you? We had known each other 5 minutes. My immediate takeaway, she's a lot. Her immediate takeaway, she's meh. For a year, we floated past each other. Me, cordial, superficial, easy, and Jen, roaring, unfiltered, impossible to embarrass. Until she's a lot turned into she's a lot like me. Year 2. We were placed on the same team, teaching the same course. Me, a veteran, her, a newbie. Usually that meant mentorship, collaboration, sharing resources. With Jen, it meant much, much more. Summer working brunches, discussing units, essays, novels, assignments, syllabi, poolside norming, dog walking calendar dates, and all the questions. First, about work, then life. With me, Jen was never shy about the details. They had been trying to have a baby for a year, but couldn't, and the not talking about it was driving her slowly insane. And then questions about faith would emerge. Why would God put us through this? At the time, I don't remember being much of a comfort, but I do remember praying for her and celebrating when she finally welcomed her beautiful baby boy. She'll deny this if I ever give her the chance, but it's the truth. Jen's capacity to make strangers feel like close friends is nothing short of magical. Her raw openness, her willingness to ask questions without shame, is an ability I've never had. And that's why she's the one, quote, friend who became real. Because I was saved, but not seeking. And she was seeking, but not saved. Years later, she was the first person I told I was pregnant, the day I found out. She's the only friend I've had the courage to tell about my childhood domestic abuse. She knows about the list of confirmations I ask of God before making any major decisions. God used her house to show me my future house in the same neighborhood. When my dog was attacked by another dog, she cried with me on my deck. Between playdates, workdays, and weekends, God. Jen, I'm telling you, God speaks. Ask him for what you need. And God would answer, Joe, we got the exact offer we needed on the house. I think we're moving. Then, more difficult questions. Why does God let people suffer? Like, why give someone cancer at 2? It's effed up. In those moments, I wished I was a better Christian. Honestly, I don't know. But I genuinely believe that he is good. We weren't perfect friends. We fell off for a bit, shifting between sound and silence. Seeing each other every day, but sometimes failing to connect. Rifts that cut deep. Jen getting voted graduation speaker over me. Me feeling small next to Jen's bigness. Collaboration feeling, sometimes, more like comparison. Jen naturally having more friends than me. Words tossed unknowingly, like battle axes. And there were moments when I thought God was done with us, that the friendship was all me, in my head. But then, a midnight phone call at the hospital, after giving birth a second time. Joe, I know it's late. I'm freaking out. I feel claustrophobic. They won't let me walk, and I didn't know who else to call. Can you just talk to me? Yeah. You're okay. Let's talk. Or knowing she was having a hard time at work with work friends, feeling God prompt me to show up at her house, unannounced, during my planning block. Immediate sobs when she saw me there, knocking. And later, a text. It meant the world. All right, God. Friends after all. 10 years later, we can finish each other's sentences when we're crafting a new unit. We sit together at lunch, instinctively. Our kids finish preschool together. We're more careful with our words and honest about the hurts. Our volumes adjust. Jen becomes a little quieter. I get a little louder. Questions about faith in Jesus keep coming, and with Jen, I'm not afraid to answer. Turns out we've been holding on to the same heavy lies. And when they're too much, she calls me. I'm not good. Can you just pray, please? And I do. Dear Jesus, please be there for my friend. Please show up for her. And he does. When she needs to quit work, when she needs a new home, when she needs finances, when she needs the kids' school, when she needs to see her family, when she needs a real friend. And she notices. I still have only one friend. I'm assuming my mom doesn't count. I still struggle with sharing my faith, praying out loud, even among Christians. I still feel unequipped to lead anyone to Jesus. But in seeking, Jen didn't need a theologian. She just needed someone willing to stop hiding. And through Jen, God sought me out of the quiet.